Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Attack on Show. I'm your host, Rob E. We've got a great episode lined up for you today. In studio, we have cinematographer Istvan Lettang is here, and he's going to share some news, some behind-the-scenes information regarding a few of his upcoming projects. He's also going to take the Attacker Status Challenge, and then on I Miss My MTV, we're going to check out a music video that he shot from Wickerbird's The Fold. Great video. You guys are going to love this. This is a fantastic episode, but before we get to all that fun, you know we got to do Movie Maniac Minute, so let's go ahead and start the clock. I'm very excited to announce that Sony Pictures has greenlit the sequel to Baby Driver. The entire cast, including Ansel Elgort, Lily James, and John Bernthal, are scheduled to return along with director Edgar Wright. And in Marvel news, Mark Ruffalo has stated that he is in early discussions with Disney to return as the Hawk in the She-Hulk series scheduled to premiere on Disney+. And in other Mark Ruffalo news, he has also stated that he is in talks with HBO to be in the Parasite series scheduled to start filming later this year. In other Marvel news, Christian Bale is jumping from the DC world over to the Marvel Universe. He is signed to play the villain in the upcoming Thor: Love and Thunder. The character, though, is still unknown at this time. And to wrap things up, we have to close out with the Batman news. They recently released some shots of the Batmobile with Batman standing alongside, definitely going for an older, classic hot rod style look, definitely cementing that look of the early Batman days. And that's all the time I have on this segment of Movie Maniac Minute. Make sure that you click like and subscribe below if you enjoyed, but stick around, we have plenty more to come on Attack on Show. Hello and welcome back. As promised, we've got in studio cinematographer Istvan Lettang is in studio. Istvan, thank you so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. Even better.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on here. I got to work with you on a couple, or watch you work. I don't want to say work with you. I got to watch the Master at work here on two movies now. Yeah. Revenge of the Mask 2. I got to see you work on that, and then Silent War was the first time. And interesting watching you work. I think I kind of bugged you because I was always standing right behind you, looking at the monitor.
You're pretty good at staying out of my way. Don't worry, I'm the type of person who will let you know if you're in a way.
Well, I feel good because I always wanted to watch. We talked a little bit on Silent War, and I kind of wanted to touch on base on this again. When you first got into cinematography, tell the story here as far as what when you first got involved with doing this, because I thought it was an interesting story. That you had picked up a camera before like a certain age and then needed to do a favor. How does this story go again?
Oh yeah, all that. My buddy Richard got me into it. It was just a corporate shoot, and I was bartending in New York, and he came to me. He's like, "Dude, you want to operate the camera?" I was like, "Man, I never. It was 2001.
Okay.
I never knew. I did all kind. I did lifeguarding. I did engineering. I did."
All perfect lead-ins for DP work.
Many different stuff. Yeah, many different stuff. Yeah, and he was like, I was like, dude, I never hold a camera. Don't worry about it. Just come out. Yeah. And then so went out and and went well. And they called me back after. Was
it something that you just instantly kind of fell in love with once getting into that environment, or did it kind of take some time for you to get adjusted and figure out what that you wanted to hone in on the DP aspect of this?
No. So yeah, it definitely grabbed me. Like every filmmaker, you make your first bad project. Yeah.
Oh yes, we've all been there. Or bad podcast.
No, you have to go through. Here's the thing: like you pay for a film school, or you pay for a bad project.
I love it. But that's a great way to learn. I mean,
that's the best way to learn.
Did you have some influences? I guess, were you interested in film prior to that stage? Were you big in the movies? Did you have influences that always kind of stood out to you as far as thinking that looked really great? Did you have an eye for that?
No, I mean, art runs in our family. I mean, I think it's more like my sister's a painter, my grandmother was a painter. My uncle was a photographer. He was a brilliant photographer. He did pictures for celebrities in New York, for like run with the paparazzis, and he did like the big opera singers. I mean, I think we just want to have kind of eye, it's hard because when you're creating something, you see, okay, this is aesthetic, this is what I like. Then you're even questioning yourself, is it good? And the people say, oh, it's great. I was like, really? I mean, so.
No, it's interesting, and just for people who are watching that might be casual viewers that don't quite understand, cinematographer, why don't you explain to somebody who's not necessarily on the behind the scenes aspect or behind the scenes of filmmaking aspect, what is it a cinematographer does and how do they work with the rest of the crew in bringing a picture to life?
So the cinematographer is in charge for how the movie looks, how the framing, the colors and how the story being told through the lens.
Mm-hmm. So a director comes to you and is just basically tells you their idea of what they want it to look like. It's your job then to try and either make that picture work or not.
No. So directors they have a vision, and then they explain the vision to us, and we're supposed to deliver that vision,
Right.
And we should advise them. We're there to take a burden of them directing the picture,
Okay.
So they can focus on directing the actors and other parts of the movie.
Right.
And our job is to direct the picture, so how the movie gonna look, how the colors and the mood, so really a mood and really about telling the story with, and with the images, with the canvas,
But your approach obviously is working very well. I mean, I see the work that you're doing, and I love the way it pays off. And I had actually talked to you, and I thought something was interesting that you had said to me was when you're going for the look on set, you like to capture the certain look on there instead of leaving it in the hands of post-production. As far as the lighting, the coloring, that's something that you like to do on set, correct?
Yeah, because I like to control like the colors, everything. That's why I'm using kind of. I pick the look with me and a director pick with Lance and or other Patrick or other directors. We pick the look before we go into shoot. Yeah.
Right.
Because, it's already difficult to keep the entire unified entire movie of the look. And if you don't go in certain process, then it's going to be a lot harder in post-production.
Right.
So that's one strategy I use to keep the movie able to look the same.
Okay. Yeah, because you got to have that vision, both of you compared. Do you have some challenges as far as on set? Have there been some crazy challenges where director and you don't necessarily always see eye to eye? And we won't do names. We'll keep it clean, but is that tricky as a cinematographer when you're trying to explain, hey, this is what the lens is showing? Have you had those challenges?
But there are healthy disagreements on set.
Yes.
There's a lot of healthy. There's a lot of healthy, and there's always it's because it's art. They're gonna bring it back. It's art. It's so arbitrary. You can shoot something a million different ways and all correct. Yeah?
Right.
Every director, you're gonna butt head, and it's just like But we have to understand one thing, that in the end, director is in charge. Yeah?
Okay.
And you have to give him the vision. And you have, if you pick to choose the director, you have to pick carefully with who you're working with, because once you enter a contract, because it's contract, you go in, then you have to deliver. Yeah.
Right.
And I burned myself once with a director, and I've been lucky. I've been fortunate working with good people who are smart enough to understand when to listen to good advice.
Right. No, and you see that with your work, like the repeat. I mean, I think you and Lance have hit it off. How many of you guys worked together on so far?
No, me and Lance are like he's my dear brother and friend. Yeah.
Very good guy. We love Lance.
Yeah, he's such an amazing person. Yeah.
What kind of help do you get, or I guess have you seen that you work with like a similar crew most of the time? How does that work for you as far as assembling the rest of the crew?
Well, definitely I like to work with the same people if I can, and then sometimes schedule doesn't know, but I have locally have the people I go to, and then my number one I see is Fritz Pfaff, yeah.
Okay.
He has that weird Dutch name, P-F-A-F-F, Pfaff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just like it's spelled, right? No.
Yeah, Fritz. So, he's my right hand. Yeah, he's got. I only go I trust with the camera, like to take it from home to somewhere else, and
it's your equipment, right?
Yeah, it's you're drawing a truck with that much equipment. You
Yeah.
know, you have to have somebody you trust. Yeah. You know, and then I have my G&E crews. You know, and like Justin Ivory, Trevor, Corey James Taylor. You know, and then have another AC. I'm really working. Caleb. Caleb is a brilliant grip and gaffer. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and Dave St. George, and I got Justin Ivory is such a great guy to have on set, always smiling, you know.
Means a lot.
Yeah, and
Nice,
that's the thing. I'm picking my crew based on personality too, because I mean, I'm one miserable person and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want somebody's
misery
happy.
loves company.
Yeah,
So-
you want to happy stuff, and obviously Bobby Lane. I mean, they have superhuman of the Michigan.
Guy's amazing. It's just
Yeah.
distracting because you forget that you have work to do because you're watching all the stuff this guy's doing.
No, I call him a superhuman because he's just like, I'm not a fan of people who say I can do everything. I can act, direct, deep, that's, you can do everything. You focus on one, but unless it's Bobby Lane.
The exception.
Because that guy can do everything well. I mean, I don't know.
No, I had him on here, and I literally, that's what I said to him. Like, you're the jack of all trades. Like, he is a
Yeah.
great asset to have on set because he can just pick up anything
Yeah.
and helps with lighting, the stunts. I mean, he's a great actor. Like jack of all trades. The guy's awesome.
No, it's just, I wouldn't, if he would be just half-assed and know everything but half-assed, I wouldn't, but no, he's good at everything. Like, he does everything correctly and well.
Yes. Yeah, he does it right.
It's not just like he does everything.
Right.
Because, I mean, in this industry, there are lots of people who like, I want to act, and now I want DP, now I want to direct. Pick one, because you can't do everything correctly.
Right.
Very well. Yeah. You have to do one, focus on one.
Right. And I think
It's
people lose...
such a tough business.
Yes, they lose track that how much work gets involved in this. And like you said, going back to the good personalities, the amount of hours that are tied into filming, people don't realize that. I mean, you're talking a 21-minute movie. The amount of hours spent making that, you got to have good personalities because you got to be around people that you're happy to be around, and people aren't going to lose their mind over such a long period of time because this is fun. I mean, I know it's long hours, but man, there are worse things we could be doing in that amount of time.
No, definitely, 100%. And that's why Lance is like a favorite director of Michigan, because he focused to be a director. He doesn't want to act in his movies. He doesn't want to try to make the project about him, but he makes the project about the project.
Right.
It's all focused on, we all working toward the project and try to improve and bring something more sophisticated for out of it, not just another small
throwing it out.
we put everything in it. I mean, that what we have
And
to.
he does. You guys do.
We try to do everything, and that I mean. Yeah, well, look, that's the way we like to work. I mean, I don't want to critique people who like to act in their movies, direct and act and everything. But for me, it's not my way.
The thing that stands out is your guys' work together. Obviously, is just it's you guys have launched, and it's been great to like watch this happen. We got to meet Lance a little while ago and meet you on Silent War, and just watch the advances that are taking place now with The Mask, and Revenge of the Mask 2 was beautiful. I mean, that movie turned out so well.
Thank you.
I can't wait for it to get back on YouTube so we can start sharing more. There is some floating around on Facebook if people look in the right place, maybe below. But honestly, your guys' vision, I love the way, on that film, just like you say, every shot counts. And I think something that always stood out to me watching your guys' work, the trailers. I mean, just the trailer that was launched for Revenge of the Mask 2, every single shot in that trailer was beautiful. I mean, they were all just such cool scenes that like the piece together, and the music, it just all worked. I can't wait. We'll plug here coming forward. You guys, we have Odin's 9.
Odin's 9. Yeah.
Odin's 9, we're calling it. We won't use the M word. And that, any idea as far as a time frame when that is coming out for you guys?
I think it's a couple of months away. I would say, Dylan and Lance are editing it right now, so I would say a couple of months.
Yeah. And you guys shot that over, was it 2 weekends? Were you guys out there?
Yeah. I think it was a full week of shoot. I remember it was a full week, 7 days in a row.
And you guys were like out there.
We were out in the jungle.
Yeah.
All right. And then Dylan and Christina, the producers, they organized everything. They did an amazing job with the makeup. I mean, I think I think the makeup turned out so great, and
Oh yeah, I mean,
on Loki.
Loki looks
Yeah,
amazing.
and
Whatever the sea
yeah,
creature, I just keep calling it on here.
yeah.
That was insane.
They were Dylan, Lance, and Christina were able to put very well together with the limited resources. Yeah.
And you guys have, I want to say there was quite a bit of an action sequence in there with the
Yeah.
camera working around with a, I don't know the total number. I unfortunately wasn't on set for this one,
Yeah.
but there's apparently a pretty good sized battle going on that you had to maneuver the camera around for all that.
Oh yeah.
Was that kind of a different or learning or new technique? Or I mean, have you had work on that size scale, I guess, of an action sequence to run the camera through?
You know, me and Lance, what we did in a silent war before that, you know, the long walks and everything with a static camera. This was a movie. You know, Greg, you know, is amazing static cam operator, but because he's so good, he's in LA now, so we couldn't hire him. But he left to LA. So I had to set up my Movie Pro and then knock it out with that.
Yeah.
Then I flew with it once. I went into this, was a piece of tree or trunk. I was following Bobby. So I was running with it and like, I didn't notice there's a big tree and flew and the camera flew.
Oh man.
Nothing happened to the one.
It survived?
Everything survived. It was,
Because that's the risky part. I mean,
it was a little touchy though.
this is all your equipment that you've built and you've
Yeah.
grown this over the years. And obviously, you guys have for hire the website for people if they're looking for cinematographers or DPs. It's Lettang.com.
It's Lettang.com is my last name, and my business is eclipinc.com or
Okay.
eclip.com.
And we got both links below. Wow.
You know, that's more like for commercial work, but and for as a personal, as a freelancer, as a cinematographer, you can go to Lettang.
This is awesome. So a couple projects coming out. Obviously, we've got Odin's 9, Silent War. Is there anything else people can look forward to? You said there's a music video as well.
Yeah, Tornado Davis, I'm Just a Shadow music video coming out. We just finished with Lance, yeah. And what else? Yeah, so we have the Odin's 9, yeah.
That's going to be amazing. I can't wait for that to come out. I'm excited. Istvan, I appreciate you taking the time. I can't let you go because I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I have to have everyone go through the 5 questions to see if they achieve attacker status.
What are the 5 questions?
Well, we're going to get to that. So this is 5 questions to see if you achieve attacker status. And no pressure, but if you get all 5 correct, you get your very own Attack on Show glass at the end of the show.
Oh,
so,
brilliant.
Yeah, so no pressure, but...
It's one of my morning juice glass.
You can take off running with it, yeah. So number 1, what movie do you think had the better cinematography? We're going right for it. The Revenant or Legend, the old Tom Cruise, Ridley Scott film. Have you seen it? With the unicorns?
The Legend, Ridley Scott. No, obviously the Revenant. I mean, yeah, that's such an easy question. I mean, for me, I mean, you know, I mean, it's again. You know,
I told you they're easy questions.
So arbitrary, but
The Revenant.
I picked the Revenant.
That movie was amazing.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna actually, on a serious level. Have you seen 1917?
Yeah.
If you had to pick between 1917 and The Revenant, what would you?
No, that's a harder pick. Yeah. That's a harder.
It
pick.
is. They're both
definitely
amazing.
harder pick because both are amazing. You know,
Yeah.
if you look at it many ways, if I look at it, that was one take. I take 1917, just the how it all flowed together being a one take, but you know, without very little recognizing the cuts. There's one cut, I think. General public, one cut probably they notice, but everyone else, like if you are in the film industry, you notice cut, but you have to really look for them.
Right. They were obvious about making it a 2-cut film, but
exactly.
there was a little more.
But The Revenant is just the environment that to fight with, yeah.
Yeah, and the way that it was filmed,
And the way it was shot,
yeah.
and it's a very difficult thing. I don't, you know, both of the DPs, Deakins and Chivo, are both like very different style. Yeah, I don't want to say style because they all can work in different, like they cross styles, but one is more handheld, another one is more steady. Yeah.
Very true. So you get number 1. Revenant was the right answer there. Number 2, I dug into some of your favorite movies. What do you think is the scarier extraterrestrial, the Xenomorph from Alien, or Mac from Mac and Me?
The xenomorph.
The xenomorph gets it. See, told you these would be easy.
That Alien was the movie what got me into like first watch the movie. I think we sneaked into the movie theater in Eastern Europe when we were kids.
Oh, okay.
To watch it because it was over 18 years
The
old.
first one?
The first one. That's the first movie we watched. Like, oh, this is a movie. Before you watch movies, just for don't even notice what you watch, not thinking, not conscious about it, how they made this movie. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the first movie. How did they make it?
The way they gripped you. Yes, it was so well done because so much is off camera and just it's playing with your mind. Like the psychology in that film really messes with you. They did a great job with that.
Oh yeah, the Ridley Scott and Tony Scott, the two brothers. I mean, it was a Ridley Scott movie, but both of them was like a long time my favorite directors back then.
So you get it. That's 2 for 2. We're on a roll. Number 3. What movie do you think got it right when it came to controlling your own dreams? Inception or Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
Low balls. Inception.
Inception? No, that was another very well done movie.
Yeah.
The buildings I thought was really cool. Inception takes it. I'm a big Freddy Krueger fan, but
I'm not like I don't know. I'm not the type of film watcher who watch that. How you call those movies that have the fan base? What are they called?
Like the cult films?
Cult film. I'm not a cult film.
Yeah. No, Inception was very well done. I mean, you can't know Emmerich. Okay, so this is where we used to do what was better, the original or remake. We ran out of movies to do that with. So this is now called Who Did It Better? And there are 2 movies that are very similar. So you get to pick which movie you liked better. The Prestige or The Illusionist?
You know, I haven't watched them a long time.
Prestige
was brilliant, yeah.
I
would pick The Prestige.
Yes, that was Christian Bale. Or yes.
That was
not Christian Bale. Hugh Jackman. Yes, Hugh Jackman. Yes, and it was the rest of the Batman cast was in that movie.
I think the cinematographer was beautiful in that movie.
Yeah, Prestige was very well done. All right, that takes it. Prestige was it. So now you're 4 for 4. You only need to get one more right for this glass.
I bet this is the toughest one.
Who do you think would win in a fight? This is Ragnar from the Viking series or the Mountain from Game of Thrones?
Using an axe
like
or
a combat.
using a sword?
It's like a combat.
Just handheld?
Just those two going at it.
No.
I guess Ragnar could have a sword. I think they both had swords. Mountain had his big sword, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a tough one. I have to see. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely have to. I would pay him for watch that.
That'd be a pay-per-view event.
It's like betting on it. Yeah. I'll probably Mountain will win.
You're gonna go with the Mountain?
Yeah.
I like Ragnar, but I think when it comes to the end, the Mountain's gonna take it. But Ragnar, God, wasn't he amazing?
No, he's brilliant. I love the show. I love the Viking show. It's just so beautifully shot too.
Yes, that's a very well done show.
Very well done. Yeah.
No, you get it 5 for 5. You've got your own glass. Yeah. Congratulations, Istvan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not going to let you leave yet because I'm going to make you stick around for I Miss My MTV.
Okay.
And you have to stick around because you're personally tied to what I wanted to feature today.
Okay.
So we're going to switch over to I Miss My MTV. All right, so this is I Miss My MTV. It's my favorite part of the show where I get to introduce new music to people that are watching. And the video I chose today, it's from Wickerbird, The Fold, but I'm not going to use their video. I'm going to use an awesome video that you shot, correct?
Yes.
Now, where did you guys film this at?
With Spencer, the director. He's like a young director in Michigan. He's like amazing work. He does amazing work. Yeah. And he approached me to shoot it in the woods, but we had a plan. When we went to location scout in the cabin, it was a fall weather.
Oh.
It was a fall, and we planned for having fall look. They have the trees yellow and everything. And then the day before all snowed in. so it became like a winter show, yeah.
Okay, it definitely worked. It's an eerie feeling that I think matched the video so well. I honestly wasn't familiar with the song before I saw the video. I thought it was like an original song that you guys did win. I got really geeked because I wanted to find the band, but this is an artist that does have music out. The song's actually a little bit older, but the video, very eerie, fits it perfect, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. So definitely check out The Fold. All right, so that was The Fold. Istvan, beautiful video. That was amazing. I think that turned out great. I watched that, I think, over and over. You guys definitely captured the mood of the song, or the mood of the song, I should say, and it was very well done.
Yeah.
How you said you guys shot that over how long?
2 days.
Just 2 days on
2
that.
days, yeah.
It's amazing work. Istvan, thank you so much for coming
you.
in studio.
Pleasure,
I really
man.
appreciate you coming
brilliant.
here. This was awesome. Make sure you go to Lettang.com, check out Istvan's work. Use him if you can, because your work's amazing. You guys want him on your set. Your work speaks for itself, so I can't brag anymore about it. Make sure you guys click like and subscribe below, because you want to keep staying in touch with Attack on Show. We keep bringing you good entertainment, right? He's almost sold. Istvan,
Thank you, Rob. It was a pleasure, man.
do you want to tell him? I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. You want to tell everybody what the name of the show is?
This is the Attack on the Show.
Attack on Show.